But this Sunday, the White House is celebrating you-know-who's 80th birthday. And they're kicking off America's 250th anniversary celebration by transforming the front lawn into an ultimate fighting championship extravaganza. Several federal agencies have been working every day to get things ready. And you-know-whose family is collaborating with the UFC chief Dana White on commemorative gold and silver coins that cost up to $12,000.
Oh, my Lord.
So, what do you expect to see on Sunday?
I honestly can't believe that image is real and not AI.
Feels like an SNL sketch.
Yeah, it does not feel real. Listen, okay, I would be totally fine with a UFC fight as part of the broader 250 celebrations for America. UFC is widely popular, 20 million subscribers on YouTube. WWE, which I realize is different, has 100 million subscribers. Right. But there's something about seeing it on the South Lawn of the White House that feels like we're in, I don't know, some alternate universe. So I looked up times in the past that there have been sporting events held at the White House. And what I could come up with, George Bush held an annual T-ball game for children. I believe we have an adorable picture. There were often tennis matches that took place, but Teddy Roosevelt takes the cake. He actually held a boxing match and participated in it.
Teddy Roosevelt.
So I'm for it, but Donald Trump has to get in the ring.
I think it's fitting, considering that now...
I like that.
I just feel like in this administration, with how feckless Congress is, it's fitting that they're making it an official cage match, because that's how it feels every time we talk about D.C., that there's like a jersey and you're on this side or this side, go. And they just like meet it out. So I'm like, make it official, put a cage around it.
But what I don't understand is why this guy thinks that the way to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, like every single thing that's getting done, has his mug on it. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, if it's the passport, if it's the national park entrances, if it's now this gold coin. And there's just like no end to the grift from the Trump family. They have this insatiable need to monetize and make money off the American people and their own followers. They are selling this coin for $12,000.
Yes.
The actual value of the gold itself, like 1 ounce of pure PF 70 rated gold, if that's in fact what they're getting, is $4,500. So almost 3 times the actual worth. This is something not for tender. This is something for their quote unquote, and I'm reading, their individual enjoyment. So you're going to pay 3 times as much the amount for Trump's face on a gold coin for your individual enjoyment. If that's what brings you enjoyment, I can't help you.
You can't. I guess I understand Teddy Roosevelt with the boxing. Boxing is sort of has long been a gentleman's sport because you use your fists. But I don't know how MMA or cage fighting is emblematic of our country.
It is if you look at Congress.
I don't understand how that sort of reflects American culture and is celebratory. So there's that piece. And the other piece that I find deeply troubling is that it's deeply corrupt, because Donald Trump owns stock in UFC. And this is a for-profit event on government grounds. Are the taxpayers getting some money? Are we going to get some checks for this? No, but the Trump family is.
This doesn't feel like a sport. This feels like you're trying to show us who we're supposed to be.
It's so many different beats to it, right? It's the sport itself. It's the desecration, continued desecration of the White House, which belongs to all of us and has a great historical significance. I mean, they've completely torn up the grass and just, turned it into smithereens. It's the grift, but it's also this kind of like weird need and narcissistic dysfunction by Donald Trump of celebrating himself. It's like, did nobody celebrate you as a child?
I don't think they
did. Now, so I want to remind people how Joe Biden celebrated his 80th birthday in the White House. I think we have a picture. With his family and loved ones and his his favorite coconut cake. Because he doesn't need people bowing down to him and telling him how great he is and buying his image and, every single moment. It's kind of,
Yeah, but you know
find
what?
it
If you don't
weird,
opt in for
creepy.
like the UFC fight or whatever, there's so many amazing things. I keep seeing advertisements of the shows that people are putting on. I know Disney's doing one because I got to be a part of it. But honoring really the legacy that is America. It's a young country. It was built on the backs of so many. To watch the stories and kind of how it grew, there's a beautiful thing here. And I think whenever I talk about Donald Trump, it taints it a little bit for me or a lot. So I try to look other places to the people and the faces and the workers, and just there was so much good stuff that I can't give away that day to a cage match.
Well, again, this cage match is not July 4th.
Right.
It has
Oh, good.
It's not on
It's
July.
to celebrate his birthday.
It's his birthday.
It's on his birthday.
Oh, God.
Yes, and then tacked on to this is also, and we're celebrating America's 205th, but this is his birthday.
Because that's the thing, the 250 celebrations, there's so much cool stuff happening
Yeah.
around the country. Go to a national park, look up what's going on in your community. Disney's doing awesome stuff. I think all of us can find something to celebrate. This may not be for all of us.
Yeah.
I have no issue personally with UFC. If you opt into it and you enjoy watching that, it's really just the
I
White
just don't
House
wanna see
lawn
it on the
part.
White
Yeah,
House
I'm just
lawn,
like,
man.
Can you all remind me, didn't he last year celebrate his birthday with like a military...
An army parade. It was the birthday of the army,
that tore
wasn't it?
up the whole...
It tore up the
streets
streets.
of
This
Washington.
is not being done for us.
No.
None of this, the arch, the ballroom, the dishes, the pool, none of this is done
Rose Garden.
for us. None of this. Yeah. And it is up to us to figure out where we stand on that. Because if we don't stand together, we're going to find ourselves with another 4 years of this insanity.